Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel.
Today, we're taking a close look at a small coin with a big story, the 5 euro coin from 2001. At first glance, it may seem like just another piece of loose change. But this tiny copper-colored coin represents one of the most ambitious economic experiments in modern history, the creation of a shared currency across Europe. To understand the 5 euro coin, we first need to go back to the birth of the euro itself. The euro was introduced by the European Union to strengthen economic cooperation and simplify trade among member countries. Before the euro, Europe was a patchwork of different national currencies: francs, marks, lira, pesetas, and more. Traveling or doing business across borders meant constantly exchanging money and dealing with fluctuating exchange rates. In 1999, the euro officially became an electronic currency used for banking and financial transactions. However, physical coins and banknotes did not enter circulation until January 1, 2002. That's why many euro coins, including the 5-cent coin, carry the year 2001. They were minted in preparation for the grand launch. The euro is managed by the European Central Bank, which oversees monetary policy for the countries that use it. This group of countries is often called the Eurozone. The goal was to create stability, encourage trade, and symbolize unity across the continent. Now let's talk about the coin itself. The 5 euro coin is made from copper-plated steel, giving it a distinctive reddish color. It measures 21.25 millimeters in diameter and has a unique edge, smooth with a fine raised rim. Its size and color help people quickly distinguish it from other euro coins, which is especially useful for visually impaired users. On one side of every 5-cent coin is the common European design. This side shows a globe with Europe highlighted, symbolizing Europe's place in the world. The design was created by Belgian artist Luc Louix, whose initials, LL, appear subtly on the coin. Around the globe are 12 stars representing unity among European nations. The other side, however, is where things get interesting. Each country that uses the euro can design its own national side. So a 5-cent coin from 2001 could look different depending on whether it was minted in France, Germany, Italy, or any other participating country. For example, Germany's 5-cent coin features the Brandenburg Gate, a powerful symbol of unity and peace. France chose a design featuring Marianne, a national emblem representing liberty and reason. Italy selected the Colosseum, highlighting its ancient heritage. Despite these differences, all coins are interchangeable across the Eurozone. A coin minted in Spain can be used in Finland without any issue. The year 2001 marks the first large-scale production of these coins. Mints across Europe worked around the clock to produce billions of coins before the 2002 launch. This was one of the largest currency transitions in human history. Old national currencies were gradually withdrawn, and people began using euros in their daily lives. Interestingly, many people kept some of these early coins as souvenirs. For collectors, 2001 dated euro coins hold special significance because they represent the beginning of a new monetary era. While most 5-cent coins from 2001 are not rare, certain versions from smaller countries or limited mint runs can be more valuable to collectors. Beyond economics, the coin also carries symbolic meaning. It represents cooperation among nations that had once been divided by wars and political conflicts. The euro was intended not just as a currency, but as a step toward a more unified Europe. Over time, however, the role of small coins like the 5-cent has been debated. Inflation has reduced their purchasing power, and some countries have considered phasing out the smallest denominations. Still, the 5-cent coin remains in circulation and continues to be used in everyday transactions across Europe. Another interesting fact is how these coins travel. Because they are accepted in multiple countries, a single coin can pass through dozens of hands and cross many borders over its lifetime. A coin minted in 2001 might have been used in cafes in Paris, buses in Berlin, markets in Rome, and tourist shops in Barcelona, all without needing to be exchanged. From a historical perspective, the 5-euro coin is a reminder of a bold idea, that independent nations could share a single currency while maintaining their unique identities. The national designs celebrate local culture, while the common side emphasizes unity. Today, more than 20 countries use the euro, making it one of the world's most important currencies alongside the US dollar. Millions of these small coins continue to circulate, quietly supporting everyday commerce. So the next time you see a 5-euro coin, especially one dated 2001, take a closer look. You're not just holding a piece of metal, you're holding a symbol of cooperation, history, and the hopes of an entire continent at the start of the 21st century.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel.
Today we're traveling back to the year 2002 to explore the history of one of Europe's smallest but most meaningful coins, the 5-euro coin. At first glance, it may look like just another copper coin, but behind it lies a powerful story of unity, economics, and a historic change that reshaped an entire continent. To understand the 5-cent coin, we first need to understand the birth of the euro itself. The euro was introduced as part of a bold project by the European Union to create a single currency that could be shared across multiple countries. The idea was simple but revolutionary: make trade easier, stabilize economies, and bring European nations closer together after centuries of conflict. Although the euro officially existed in digital banking from 1999, physical coins and banknotes did not enter people's hands until January 1, 2002. On that day, millions of Europeans woke up to a brand new currency in their pockets. 12 countries adopted it immediately, including Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and several others. Overnight, familiar national currencies disappeared from daily life. Among the new coins introduced was the 5 euro cent, one of the smallest denominations, yet one of the most widely used for everyday purchases. Now let's talk about the coin itself. The 5-cent coin is made from copper-plated steel, giving it a distinctive reddish color. It measures about 21 millimeters in diameter and has a smooth edge. Its durability was carefully designed to withstand years of circulation while keeping production costs low. One interesting detail is its design. Unlike some currencies where coins look identical everywhere, euro coins have a shared European side and a unique national side. The common side of the 5-cent coin was designed by Belgian artist Luc Louix. It features a globe showing Europe in relation to Africa and Asia, symbolizing Europe's place in the world. Around the globe are 12 stars representing unity among European nations, a recurring symbol used across European institutions. This design was overseen by the European Central Bank, which manages the euro and monetary policy for participating countries. The imagery sends a clear message: while each country remains unique, they are united economically. Flip the coin over, and you'll see something different depending on which country issued it. Each Eurozone nation was allowed to design its own national side. For example, Germany's 5-cent coin features an oak twig, a traditional symbol of strength and endurance in German culture. France chose a design representing the French Republic's ideals, while Italy depicted classical imagery reflecting its artistic heritage. This dual design system makes euro coins fascinating for collectors. Even though the value is the same, each coin tells a different national story. But why was the 5-cent coin important? When the euro launched, governments needed coins that could handle small everyday transactions: buying bread, paying bus fares, or receiving exact change. The 5-cent coin filled that role perfectly. Interestingly, in some countries today, low-value coins like the 1 and 2-cent pieces are no longer widely used due to inflation and rounding practices. However, the 5-cent coin still remains relevant in most Eurozone economies, proving its practical value. Beyond economics, the coin also represents one of the largest currency transitions in human history. Think about it: millions of vending machines, parking meters, cash registers, and banking systems had to be updated simultaneously. Businesses had to convert prices. Citizens had to learn a new value system. It was a massive logistical challenge. Despite fears of confusion, the transition was remarkably smooth. Within months, the euro replaced national currencies completely, and coins like the 5-cent became ordinary parts of daily life. There's also a symbolic side to this small coin. For many Europeans, holding euro coins for the first time felt like stepping into a new era, one where borders mattered less economically. Travelers could move between countries without exchanging money. Students studying abroad found life easier. Trade expanded across the continent. The 5-cent coin, though tiny, became a symbol of that shared identity. Collectors today often seek the 2002 versions because they mark the very first year of circulation. Some rare variations exist depending on mint marks and country of origin. While most are still worth only face value, certain limited editions can attract higher prices among numismatists. Another interesting fact is durability. Because the coin is steel-coated with copper rather than solid copper, it resists wear and corrosion better than older coins. This ensures it can remain in circulation for many years without losing detail. So next time you see a 5 euro cent coin dated 2002, remember that you're not just looking at spare change. You're holding a piece of history, a reminder of a moment when Europe chose cooperation over division and created something entirely new. From its carefully chosen materials to its symbolic artwork, every detail reflects a vision of unity and practicality. And that's the story behind one of the smallest coins in Europe, small in size, but enormous in historical significance.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel.
Today we're taking a fascinating journey into the future, all the way to the year 2085, to explore something small in size but enormous in meaning, the euro cent coin of 2085. At first glance, a cent coin might seem insignificant. After all, it's the lowest denomination of a major global currency. But history has shown us that coins often tell the biggest stories. They reflect technology, politics, culture, and the values of the societies that produce them. So what might a euro cent coin look like 60 years from now?
How will it be made?
Will physical coins even exist? And if they do, what purpose will they serve in a world dominated by digital transactions?
Let us imagine.
By 2085, Europe has transformed in ways people in the early 21st century could barely predict. Climate policies reshaped cities, artificial intelligence manages infrastructure, and digital identity systems have replaced most traditional paperwork. Money itself has evolved dramatically. The digital euro, introduced decades earlier by the European Central Bank, has become the primary method of payment across the continent. People pay with biometric authentication, neural interfaces, or wearable devices. Transactions happen instantly, securely, and invisibly. So where does that leave the humble cent coin? Surprisingly, it hasn't disappeared. Instead, the euro cent coin of 2085 has found a new role: symbolic, collectible, and emergency ready. Governments learned that fully digital systems can fail during solar storms, cyber attacks, or infrastructure collapses. Physical currency became a backup system, a tangible guarantee of economic continuity when technology falters. The 2085 cent coin is no longer just copper-plated steel. It's made from advanced recycled alloys designed to last centuries without corrosion. Sustainability became a core priority in minting processes after the environmental reforms of the 2050s. Every coin is produced using carbon-neutral facilities powered by renewable energy. But the most striking change is in the design. Unlike older coins with static engravings, the 2085 cent features micro-etched surfaces that create dynamic visual effects. When tilted under light, the coin displays shifting patterns, stars transforming into leaves, symbolizing Europe's commitment to unity and environmental stewardship. At the center is a stylized globe showing Europe connected to the rest of the world, representing cooperation in an era where global challenges require global solutions. Another remarkable feature is the embedded nanotag. Invisible to the naked eye, this microscopic marker allows authentication using handheld scanners or even smartphone cameras. Counterfeiting physical coins had once been rare but still possible. By 2085, each cent coin carries a unique identity, registered in a secure distributed ledger maintained by European financial institutions. It's physical money with a digital fingerprint. Now you might wonder, why invest so much technology into a coin worth just 1 cent? Because value is no longer measured purely in purchasing power. In 2085, the cent coin has become an educational tool. Schools use physical currency to teach children about history, economics, and the evolution of trade. Museums distribute commemorative cents to visitors, each representing milestones such as peace treaties, scientific breakthroughs, or cultural achievements. Collectors treasure them too. Limited edition mintings celebrate anniversaries of European expansion, space exploration missions, and humanitarian accomplishments. Owning a set of 2085 cent coins is like holding a timeline of the continent's journey. There's also a psychological reason coins survived. Humans are tactile creatures. Even in a hyper-digital world, people still appreciate objects they can hold. The sound of coins clinking, the weight in the palm, the visual shine. These sensory experiences connect people to the concept of value in a way digital numbers cannot. Interestingly, the smallest denomination became the most meaningful. In the past, many countries debated eliminating low-value coins due to production costs exceeding their face value. But by 2085, automation and new materials made minting efficient again. More importantly, the cent became a symbol of inclusivity, a reminder that every unit of value matters and that economic systems should serve everyone, not just the wealthy. Let's talk about how these coins are actually used. While everyday purchases rely on digital payments, cent coins come into play during festivals, local markets, and cultural events. Traditional fairs encourage physical transactions to preserve heritage practices. Street performers receive coins tossed into smart containers that automatically count and record donations while preserving the ritual of giving. In remote regions or during emergencies, physical coins ensure that trade can continue even without network access. Disaster preparedness kits across Europe include small reserves of coins and notes, acknowledging that resilience requires redundancy. Now, imagine finding a 2085 euro cent coin decades later. To historians, it would be a time capsule. The materials would reveal technological capabilities, the imagery would reflect political priorities, and the nanotag would provide exact minting data. Future archaeologists might scan a coin and instantly access archives about the year it was produced. Major events, population statistics, even climate conditions. Coins have always carried stories, but the 2085 cent tells them in ways previous generations could never achieve. There's also an artistic dimension. Modern mint designers collaborate with digital artists and cultural historians to ensure each coin represents Europe's diversity. Rotating motifs highlight different regions annually, from Mediterranean coastlines to Nordic auroras, alpine landscapes to historic city skylines. Public voting plays a role too. Citizens participate in selecting themes through secure digital referendums, making the coin a democratic artifact shaped by the people themselves. Of course, not everyone supports maintaining physical currency. Some argue it's inefficient, unnecessary, or nostalgic. But supporters believe that eliminating tangible money would erase an important connection to human history. After all, coins date back thousands of years, from ancient civilizations to modern economies. They survived empires, revolutions, and technological upheavals. The Euro cent coin of 2085 stands as the latest chapter in that long story. Let's consider its journey from mint to pocket. Production begins in fully automated facilities where robotic systems oversee alloy mixing, shaping, engraving, and quality control. Each coin passes through scanners verifying weight, dimensions, and nanotag functionality. Imperfect units are immediately recycled, ensuring zero waste. Distribution relies on autonomous transport networks. Self-driving vehicles deliver coins to regional banks, museums, and emergency reserves. Even the logistics chain reflects the efficiency of a future society. Once in circulation, most coins don't travel far. People keep them as souvenirs, lucky charms, or teaching tools. Some carry one in their wallet simply as a reminder that value once had a physical form. And perhaps that's the most fascinating aspect. In 2085, the cent coin is no longer about buying power. It's about memory, identity, and continuity. It bridges the analog past and the digital future, proving that progress doesn't always mean leaving everything behind. Imagine a grandparent handing a child a shiny cent coin and saying, "This is what money used to look like." That moment becomes a conversation about history, change, and the enduring nature of human systems. So will physical coins still exist in 2085? If current trends continue, the answer might be yes, but not in the way we know today. They'll be smarter, rarer, and more meaningful. Less a tool of commerce and more a symbol of civilization. The Euro cent coin of 2085 reminds us that even the smallest objects can carry enormous significance. It shows how societies adapt traditions to new realities, preserving what matters while embracing innovation. And who knows, maybe somewhere in the future, someone will find one of these coins tucked away in an old drawer, scan it, and discover a story about our present time. A story about how humanity navigated the transition from physical to digital, from local economies to interconnected global systems. Because in the end, money isn't just about wealth. It's about trust. Trust in institutions, trust in technology, and trust in each other. A tiny coin can embody all of that, traveling through hands, across borders, and through generations. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the future of currency. If you enjoyed this exploration of the Euro cent coin of 2085, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think physical coins will still exist, or will money become entirely digital? I'd love to hear your predictions. Until next time, keep exploring the past, present, and future, because sometimes the smallest things reveal the biggest story. The 5 euro cent coin from 2006 is part of the euro currency introduced across the European Union. Minted in copper-plated steel, it features a globe with Europe highlighted, symbolizing unity and cooperation. Designed under the guidance of the European Central Bank, the coin reflects the early years of the euro's expansion. Each member country also issued its own national reverse design in 2006, making these coins both common and collectible. Though small in value, the 5-cent coin represents a major step in European economic history and the everyday life of millions using a shared currency across borders.